The city never slept. Its streets were always alive with the honking of impatient cars, the flashing of neon signs, and the endless rush of people chasing their next goal. In this restless place lived a young woman named Puja. At 24, Puja was the kind of person everyone admired. She was ambitious, sharp, and always on the move. She worked at a high-end design firm, managing multiple projects at once. Her phone was constantly in her hand, answering emails, replying to clients, updating social media. If she wasn't working, she was planning. If she wasn't planning, she was worrying about what was next. Patience to Puja was just a fancy word people used to excuse inaction. She believed life was about speed. Whoever moved the fastest won. One Tuesday afternoon, Puja was sitting in a meeting, presenting a new campaign she had rushed to finish. She spoke quickly, clicking through the slides. When she finished, her boss leaned back and said, "It's good, Puja, but it feels unfinished. You've missed important details. Did you do the market research?" Her stomach sank. She hadn't. "We'll need to start over," her boss added. "And next time, take your time." Take your time. The phrase sounded almost foreign to her. That evening, she went to dinner with her best friend, Ria. But even then, she couldn't put her phone down. "Puja," Ria said with a sigh, "you're here, but you're not really here. You're always somewhere else, in some rush only you understand." Puja forced a smile. "You know me. I just can't waste time." Ria looked at her gently. "Maybe you're not saving time. Maybe you're losing moments." Those words stung. 2 days later, Puja's mother called. "Beta, it's been so long since you visited your grandmother. She's been asking for you. Why don't you go this weekend?" "Ma, you know how busy I am," her mother interrupted. "Sometimes the soul needs rest more than the body needs work." Reluctantly, Puja agreed. She hadn't been to her grandmother's village in years. The train ride was long and slow, winding through fields, rivers, and tiny stations where time seemed to stand still. By the time she stepped onto the small village platform, her phone signal had vanished. Her grandmother Amma was waiting for her at the gate of their old family home, a house surrounded by mango trees with a small vegetable garden in the back. "My little butterfly," Amma said, hugging her tightly. Puja laughed. "Butterfly? Amma, I think I'm more like a bee, always working." "Then maybe," Amma said with a knowing smile, "it's time this bee learned to rest." The next morning, Amma woke her before sunrise. The air was crisp, and the faint sound of birds filled the silence. "Come," Amma said, handing her a small copper watering can. They walked to a small patch of soil in the backyard. "Last week, I planted marigold seeds here. While you're here, this will be your job. Water them every morning." Puja looked at the soil. "That's it? Just water them?" "Yes," Amma replied. "Water them and wait." Puja frowned. "But I won't even be here long enough to see them grow." "That," Amma said gently, "is exactly why you need to start. Some things are worth beginning even if you don't see the ending right away." The first few days felt strange. Every morning, Puja would water the soil and stare at it for a moment. It looked exactly the same. No change, no reward. By the fourth day, she complained, "Amma, nothing is happening." Amma smiled knowingly. "Something is happening. You just can't see it yet. Roots grow first, deep, silent, unseen. Without them, no flower can survive." Life is the same, Puja. The most important growth happens where no one can see. That night, lying in bed, Puja thought about her life. She had been chasing visible results, promotions, achievements, applause, but perhaps she had never let her roots grow deep enough to truly hold her up. By the end of the week, Puja began noticing small things she had never paid attention to. The way the morning dew sparkled on the grass, the sound of a distant rooster, the slow, golden rise of the sun. She started to enjoy walking barefoot to the garden, feeling the cool earth beneath her feet. She began to breathe more slowly, speak more softly. The restless tapping of her foot during waiting moments stopped. One morning, as she poured water into the soil, she saw a tiny green shoot breaking through. Her heart lifted in a way she couldn't explain. That same morning, a neighbor, an elderly farmer, stopped by the garden. "You know," he said, looking at the sprout, "when we plant a seed, we don't pull it to make it grow faster. We water it, protect it, and let the sun do its work. If we rush, we kill it." Puja smiled faintly. "I think I've been pulling at everything in my life. My work, my relationships, even my happiness. Trying to force them to grow faster." The farmer chuckled. "That's the trouble with city folk. You think everything should be like fast food, but the sweetest fruits take the longest to ripen." 2 weeks later, the marigolds began to bloom, small bursts of gold and orange swaying gently in the breeze. Amma stood beside Puja, her eyes twinkling. "You see, this is patience. Not just waiting, but caring while you wait. Showing up every day, trusting the process even when you can't see the results." She plucked one flower and placed it in Puja's hand. "You helped this flower grow, and while you did, something in you grew too." Puja's eyes softened. "I think I understand now." When Puja returned to the city, she carried the lesson with her. At work, she slowed down, researching before creating, listening before speaking, planning before acting. In her relationships, she gave space for others to open up in their own time. In her own heart, she learned to rest without guilt. It wasn't always easy. Some days impatience came back, but she remembered Amma's words. Roots grow first. Months later, her biggest project at work succeeded, not because she rushed it, but because she nurtured it patiently from the ground up. Patience is not about sitting idle. It's about being active in the quiet season, about nurturing without forcing, about trusting without seeing. A farmer doesn't dig up seeds to check if they're growing. A bird doesn't rush to teach its chicks to fly before their wings are ready. A mother doesn't demand her baby to be born in 5 months. Everything beautiful takes its time. Love, trust, skill, peace, healing. So if you feel like your dreams are taking too long, remember the marigolds. Remember the roots. Remember that every day you show up, you're growing, even if you can't see it yet. The beauty of patience is that it doesn't just grow the flower, it grows you.